Hey everybody, it's Jennifer from Gen Vibes Only. In today's video, I'm going to be repurposing an old happy planner and I'm going to be calling it my recovery journal as I work through the 12 steps of Al-Anon. If you don't know what Al-Anon is, Google can probably explain it a lot better than I can. And just a warning, this video will have some triggers. So if you're not finding yourself to be in a good mental space today, I encourage you to come back and watch this video later or maybe not watch it at all. So let's go ahead and get started. So here's just a brief explanation. And like I said, Google will explain this much better than me. So Al-Anon is for people who have loved ones that are alcoholics. Maybe it's your spouse, your adult child. It can also be a friend, a family member, a coworker. So Al-Anon is basically the 12 steps for individuals that have loved ones that are struggling with alcohol. So alcoholism is pretty prevalent in my family. And I currently have two members of my family that are in recovery and have several years of sobriety under their belts. And that is such a blessing. So growing up, I was around a lot of drinking and alcohol, and it really affected my life. And largely before I was born, my dad really struggled with drinking heavily. And that's why he and my mom ended up, divorcing and separating. And I just kind of grew up in an environment where alcoholism was very much used and abused. And so I went on to, as I got older, perpetually date men that also struggled with alcohol. So this is not something that I think I've shared on this channel. I know about a year ago when I started this channel, I made a sobriety journal for my sister who's in recovery. So you guys maybe want to scroll towards the beginning of my channel, you might see that. So what I'm making here is a separate journal as I work through the steps of Al-Anon. I'm currently working through step 4. So what I've done here is just hole punch some papers that I cut down to size to fit in a classic size. I'm using these little small scraps of leftover paper. I'm going to try to attempt to make my own bookmarks. So you guys will see me, messing around with my laminator. So here is the planner. This is from 2023. So I'm not going to redate it. What I am going to do is just take everything out, and I'm going to keep the dividers. And what I want to do is use each month for each of the 12 steps. So this is a 12-month planner, and I want to use each of the 12 months for the 12 steps. So January would be step 1, February step 2, so on and so forth. And you don't have to work the 12 steps in a monthly order at all, but I just want to have each of the 12 steps in chronological order in this planner because I really want to journal through all of the 12 steps. And I want to be able to go back and kind of see my growth and so on and so forth. So after I took everything out, I'm going to add in just the dividers for now. So I'm going to go and get all of the dividers and add those in. And then I'm going to add in some additional papers that you guys saw me hole punching in the beginning. I really want to keep the black and white theme going in this journal, and I also want to keep the whole flower theme, because I feel like as I'm working through Al-Anon, I'm growing a lot as a person in a good way. And so, yeah, it just kind of makes me think about, seeds and flowers and growing and dying and kind of all the processes. I don't know if that's even a word. Um, the life cycle of, I don't know, a flower. I don't know. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It's all about growth, in other words. So, I am just adding the dividers in, like I said, and I apologize for any background noise. It is spring break season, and it seems like everybody in my complex, in my apartment complex, is like home this week. So I apologize for the noise. So I'm going to add in these dividers, and then I'm going to just add in the rest of the planner, just random pieces with the paper that I cut out earlier. So I cut out a lot of black paper because I really want to use my white gel pens on the black paper. And then I had this coloring book that I got at Hobby Lobby a while ago, and I cut out a lot of the pages, like this one here with all the black flowers. So I'm just kind of adding in these pages at random, kind of like in no particular order. So this is just kind of giving junk journal a little bit. I'm just kind of going in and adding in different pages. I'm just going to add in things at random, no really rhyme or reason. And I'm going to throw on some music, and I'll come back in just a little bit. As I mentioned, I wanted to make my own bookmarks, so I'm going to be here just kind of putting together these scrap pieces of paper, and I'm going to glue them together. And I used one of my wrong bookmarks just as kind of like a guide to like trace it out to be the same shape. So I'm going to cut that out and run it through my laminator. I feel like this laminator gives me a lot of grief. For some reason, I feel like it kind of pulls to one side. So I have to be really careful with this one. So I'm just going to make my bookmarks and see how it all turns out. And I really just want to use what I have. I'm really into the Happy Planner bookmarks right now, but I'm going to try to go ahead and make my own. So I needed some more laminating paper. So I just made a purchase on Amazon a couple days ago. So I'm just going to get out my laminating paper. It's in the 3 ml size. Anything thicker than that tends to my hole punch just does not like anything thicker than the 3 mls. This Happy Planner hole punch in particular. I do have another arc hole puncher, but I'm not using that one. So yeah, I don't want to break my hole punch, so I'm just gonna go ahead and laminate these and get them hole punched, and we'll come back in a bit and see how it turned out. Took a much needed pizza break, and here's how the bookmarks turned out. And I'm just gonna like line it up before I hole punch it just to make sure like it's lined up correctly. So they came out pretty good just for something DIY and relatively easy. So that is how I made my own bookmarks, and I have a feeling I'll be doing more of these in the future. So those came out pretty good. Off camera, I added the rest of the guts of the planner into my journal, just in no particular order. I was going to laminate this little quote that I found on Pinterest, "Life is a camera," but I had already put away my laminator and I didn't feel like getting it back out and warming it back up. So I'm just going to tape this in the inside of this journal for now until I go back and laminate it another time. So I wanted it right here in the front because I just love what this quote says. So I'm just gonna add in my bookmarks. Really excited about those. And they feel pretty good. Not like obviously as sturdy as like one you would buy, but you know, for something DIY, not too shabby. So I'm just adding those into my journal, and as you can see, the rest of the Happy Planner pages are in there, and they are like in no particular order. I just threw them in there because the dates don't really mean much because I'm just using the pages as notebook paper. And I had a leftover scrap of paper that I wanted to add in as like another little something in there. Again, it's kind of just junk journal vibes. And then this is one of my favorite pictures in my house that I took a picture of, and I'm gonna add her into my recovery journal. She just looks really focused and determined, and she looks really sure of herself. So and I'm a flower girl, so I think it'll be like, wouldn't that be cool to like have like flower hair, but like the flowers like wouldn't die or something. I don't know. But that's kind of cool. And then I also have to add in my Sailor Moon. So I'm just trying to figure out like where she is going to go. So I normally don't really do anything with these pages. So I'm just going to pop Sailor Moon in here for now. yeah, I think she's gonna live up here in the front. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with these pages. I normally don't really write on them that much. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is my recovery journal in a black and white junk journal type of theme going on. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I appreciate all of you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.